Hello everyone, this is Running on Empty Food Review. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I presume one can say good night since it's 3:17 a.m., but it's more of a closure, a goodbye, than a greeting, a welcoming statement. But nonetheless, it's night, 3 a.m. on a weekend, and I'm sitting here reviewing cookies. Regardless, these aren't just any cookies, ladies and gentlemen. These are the hot cocoa Chips Ahoy limited edition cookies, or the hot coca, I guess. Not they put an A on the end of that for no reason, right? But these are the limited edition hot cocoa Chips Ahoy cookies. So what's so special about them? Well, the limited edition. Number two, they're hot cocoa flavored. And it also says here, another special thing about them, it says, limited edition heat for a treat. See, side for details. I was looking at the wrong side. Heat for a treat. Place 2 cookies on paper napkin. I placed 1, but we're being bad. That's what we're doing. We're breaking all the rules. Microwave approximately 6 to 7 seconds on high. Do not overheat. Doesn't say what you're going to get out of it, but it's a treat, alright. That's what they say. Apparently what the cookie is exactly is it's a chocolate cookie with chocolate chips and some little marshmallow pieces inside of it. And there's actually a little bit of like a chocolate filling inside of this cookie. It doesn't look like there can be, but there is. And you heat it and you get a treat, and the chocolate filling turns like some, liquid chocolate, I imagine. So this is the non-heated cookie, and this here is the heated cookie. It's still quite warm, so not worried about it at all. First, we're just going to take a few bites of the non-heated cookie, tell you how it tastes, then we're going to try the heated cookie and tell you how that one tastes, alright? Going with a special tie today. It's a acquisition of mine from Florida. Got this at the Haunted Mansion in Disney. This is their necktie, and it's a tie I really wanted to wear. If you listen to the VORW, it's a tie I said I wanted to showcase for a while. So I'm wearing it now. It's a great tie and a very, very special one to me. Anyways, on to the cookie review here. The cookie itself, non-heated, is very rich. Very rich, a little chewy, very sweet and very chocolatey, okay? I'd probably call this more of like a chocolate cookie with marshmallows, but come on, they gotta sell something. So they make it sound nice and they call it hot cocoa, kind of try to be original, get the nice old picture of the cup with the marshmallows in it. And they do something, I'll just get them, a couple extra $1 million. So, regardless, rather simple, okay? Very rich, a little chewy, very sweet, very chocolatey, okay? Again, very rich, a bit chewy, very sweet. You saw I drank some of that water. Very chocolatey. It's a chocolate cookie, has chocolate chips in it, and it has this chocolate filling. As for the marshmallows, very weakly you can taste, kind of just contributes to the sweetness a bit. Now for the heated cookie. Is it going to make any difference? We shall see. Maybe the substance inside the cookie will be like a boiling lava. Only one way to find out. And if it is, this is the end of Review Bra as we know it. But, at least we'll be going out with a nice frock coat on. Well, did the heated one even differ anyway? I think it did, slightly. Mostly in terms of texture, okay? Taste, the two are pretty much the same. Okay? Both very chocolatey, again. Very chocolatey. Very sweet. And that's pretty much it. You know, very sweet, very chocolatey. The marshmallows there have a very slight little flavor. Mostly just contribute to the sweetness. And just very, very chocolatey sweet cookies. Textural, though, it's where like a little bit of a difference comes in that, when you heat this up and when you eat it, while this cookie, the non-heated one that is, you know, has a very, very chewy texture. Standard cookie, very rich, very chewy. This one, on the other hand, while it is very, very rich, while it's very rich, microwaving it does not necessarily change the ingredients whatsoever, unless I, you know, put it in the microwave for 5 minutes or something. Maybe it would do something to it. Nonetheless, it changed the texture a bit. In that, when you bite into this one, because the inside of the cookie has now turned, you know, I don't think we can see it at all on this, even if we were using the HD, you know, 60 frames per second camera. I don't think you'd be able to see this one, but there's a little, like, paste inside that's, you know, just chocolate. That paste, which is in this one, the non-heated one, is just more of a, not liquidy, it's still mostly like a solid mass. Whereas if this paste turns more into a liquidy type of substance. And if that being said, that changes the texture of it. Because now, while it still is a little chewy, it makes it more smoother to eat, okay? Just more smoother in a way. You're not sitting there chomping and chewing what seems to be incessantly. Rather, you chew, you know, just a standard amount and it's done. Another thing that I will say is just the heat of this cookie. I can imagine on a cool night, a cold night like tonight, believe it or not, one of the first times it's below freezing, out there in the wilderness, outside of this domicile. So on a cold night tonight, you know, eating a warm cookie is just kind of, it's nice, it's pleasant, you know. Use it as a poor man's hand warmers, if you will. But you know, overall, just changes it texturally, really. Very seasonal cookies, I'd say. It fits the fall and, you know, winter perfectly, I think. And very seasonal at that. Price-wise, I'd say between $2 and $4. Maybe $2 and $5 even. Available at many major retailers. So, you get the package. You get about 16 to 20 cookies per package. Price-wise, you know, they are specialty cookies. It is very innovative of them to have this little paste inside, so I will commend them on that. And overall, I can't really complain. You know, they said hot cocoa. I mean, really, that's just a code word for just saying, you know, chocolate cookies with some marshmallows in it. But, you know, they're pleasant to eat. And I will say, even heating it up is rather nice, especially when it's cold out. So overall, I can't complain. Price is pretty good too. You know, maybe $5 is a bit high, but if it's around the $2, $3, even $4 range, I can't complain really. So, with that being said, out of 10, what are we gonna rate these cookies? Well, I think I'm gonna give the Chips Ahoy hot cocoa cookies, out of 10. You know, I'm gonna give these. I'm gonna give them an 8.7 out of 10. I know it sounds a little high, but you know, as you heard, there's nothing much to really critique them on. Maybe a little too chewy, but otherwise that's it. You know, taste is fine. Very sweet. You really do get a good flavor. I like how they can be heated up and have the texture difference. So I think it's just very pleasant, very seasonal. I think it suits the season that we're in right now, fall/early winter. And no, I can't really complain. So I think that's why it deserves the rating that it got. Well, that's all we got for you today. Tonight. This is Running Empty Food Review. I'm your host, Report of the Week. We'll be back to soon, perhaps with a White Castle review. We'll see. I'm not promising anything, but we'll see. Let's get these guys off the floor here. Hot cocoa, or cocoa, limited edition. So get them while the getting's good. Thank you so much for watching. This is Report of the Week. Run on Empty Food Review. Have a great night, and we'll see you later. Take care. I'm gonna let this go to 11 minutes for the heck of it.